Shabbat Shalom. Good to be here this morning. This week's Torah portion is from Exodus 18, 19, and 20. That was an easy one. You know, sometimes it's in the middle of a chapter, so this is just 3 chapters and just a quick overview of it. Moses meeting his father-in-law. His father-in-law had heard all the great things that Yahweh had done, and then when he gets there, he meets Moses. He wants to hear about it, hear about it some more. Then he was so impressed, he made sacrifices to Yahweh. And then the next day, he's noticing what Moses is doing. Moses is spending all day, morning to evening, talking to the people, telling the people, judging between things going on between people. People had differences, explaining the law. He's like, that's not good for you. It's going to wear you out. So, okay, you might want to appoint some elders and put some people in place to help you out. It kind of reminds me in just quick, in life, we all need help. So don't be afraid to reach out to people for help or for ask for prayers. We've all been where we need help in many areas of our life, if not every. Then Moses gets with the covenant, gets the Sinai covenant, and I'll go ahead and read 19:5 through 6. I think find it. Now, if you will pay careful attention to what I say and keep my covenant, then you will be my own treasure from among all the peoples. For the earth is mine, and you will be a kingdom of Kohanim for me, a nation set apart. These are the words that you are to speak to the people of Israel. So Moses gave that to the people, and they're like, yeah, we'll do it. And then they setting up and going to the mountain and setting off places because they can't get there, can't touch it. So, all right, Moses, you go up to the mountain. Then he receives the 10 Commandments, and we all love that. And all kinds of noise, thundering and shofar. It's got to be crazy, like, oh man, that's awesome, or scary, Thinking now, yeah, we'll do it, and then talk about what the altar they had. But thinking about like they were said, yeah, we'll do what the Lord, if the Lord tells you to tell us to do that, we'll do it. Thinking about Israel. Did they do it? We'll find out more in the next Torah portion that Ethan's doing. But quick question on that. Do we always do what the Lord says? All right, you got your answer. One of the things that stood out to me as far as this week's Torah portion is 18, 3 and 4. I got to get back to it. And then it says, the name of the one son was Gershom, a foreigner there. For Moshe said, I've been a foreigner in a foreign land. The name of the other one was Eleazar, my God helps. Because the God of my father helped me by rescuing me from Pharaoh's sword. So, Moses is praising Yahweh for all that he's done and all that he did. And you got to thinking, how would I describe what happened to them in the wilderness and with Pharaoh? I would have looked a lot more like Israel. Like, there was these plagues, and then Pharaoh said you can go. Then he said you couldn't go. He changed his mind more than the wind. He just had to keep going, and just plague after plague. It was like 10 plagues. It felt like 103, and man. Then we finally all got to go. Finally let us all go. Then they start chasing us. We get to the Red Sea. I know we're going to drown. I've been like Israel. We came out here to die, didn't we? And then I parted, and I've been kind of cool to see. I was on a submarine in the Navy. I didn't actually get to see in the water, but I've been over 800 feet deep. So it's cool story. But anyway, but they made it through, And, Moses is like, hey, God's delivered us. It's kind of appropriate that the praise team this morning did How Great Is Our God. It's kind of more like easy preaching, easy saying, more hard living, because we all get caught up in our circumstances, the things going on in our life, job's not going well, not getting a job. You got to move because of different circumstances, sicknesses going on, deaths in families, families breaking up, whatever it is. We kind of get our minds on the things that are going on in our life and our circumstances. Like I said, this is easy to say but hard to do. We need the God that spoke this world into existence, the God that delivered the children out of Israel or out of Egypt, out of bondage, part of the Red Sea. That's the God we serve. He is bigger than our problems. And we need to remember that and praise his name, and he will deliver us. Shabbat shalom.